So guys, today we have a GD session, and we'll take two GD sessions. First will be on some topic which is relevant, and second will be on a contemporary issue or a current affairs. So now the time allotted for a GD will be 10 minutes, and I request you all to turn on your cameras while you participate in the GD and try not to make a fish market situation. Okay, so in first GD there will be two topics. You have to choose one topic among yourselves and then do the group discussion and come to a particular conclusion. And in second topic, you only have one topic. In second GD, you only have one topic and you have to follow that topic only. So for the first GD, I'll give you two topics. The first topic is tourism in India, and the leads are contribution in human development, challenges, and need of tourism in economy. The second topic is Naxalism in India, and the leads are rise and effects. I will again repeat and then I will type in the chat box. The first GD topic is tourism in India, contribution in human development, challenges, need of tourism in economy. Second GD topic is Naxalism, rise and effects. Now I will write in the chat box.
Manav, are you there?
हाँ बोल I'm there.
ठीक है, तो Samarjeet is there ना? Recording is not an issue.
Yes, he is recording right now.
Okay, perfect. Sir. Are we waiting for more people to join?
No, I told them the topics and I'm typing in the chat box.
Okay, perfect. All right.
First topic I have typed here, and second topic I have typing now. You can take a couple of minutes to think and then start the GD. At 9:45 you can start the GD and wind up till 9:55. Okay, you can start your discussion now.
So friends, what topic we are choosing? Let's collectively come to a single topic and choose that.
I think we can go with the tourism topic.
If everybody agrees, then
Tourism in India.
Yeah.
yeah, let's go with tourism topic only.
Yeah, then shall we start?
Yes, you can start now.
If I think if everybody agrees, I think the infrastructure plays a very important role in. It's a very important challenge in the country. I think poor roads and insufficient public transport and also some limited connectivity to different places. These things play a very important role in infrastructure part.
Gentlemen, I think
Yeah,
that tourism leads to a development of that particular area because if there is a tourism, then automatically the basic hospitals, schools, and road centers are there. So automatically it will develop that area and automatically it will also economic growth of that particular city, which will contribute in our country's
yeah,
GDP.
yeah, Devraj, I totally agree with you that we recently heard the news of Sri Lanka also. In that, in Sri Lankan case, most of the Sri Lankan economy is dependent on the tourism of that country. And due to the COVID-19, the whole economic crisis got into the. Everyone knows that the whole economy got collapsed due to the not the tourism didn't have the access of the tourist places. That's it.
Friends, I would like to add a point of in challenges. I think safety and security also plays a very important role. We have seen that so many safety concerns are taking place, especially for the women travelers or the foreign travelers. I think it's
Exactly. India has gained the tag of country that is unsafe for women, female tourists. It even in the it's not even case in every state, but still we are gained this tag.
I think in the
Yeah,
positive
there
side,
are
we can say
there
that
are various challenges for the tourism, like in the Western Ghat and the northeastern state. There were various tourism places, but every tourist did not have access of that places just because of there are very challenges, and we need to fix that for enhancing our tourist places.
in the positive aspect, our country is known as the Incredible India or the Atulya Bharat. It has a very rich heritage and obviously many more tourist places in terms of religion or say the infrastructure development like we've seen the Statue of Unity recently. So what I feel is we should focus more on how we can tackle the problems and develop the infrastructure and the tourism because it plays an essential role in our economy. It contributes up to 4.6% of our GDP.
friends.
Exactly. India was ranked 10th in terms of contribution to world GDP as well.
Friends, I hope you all have heard about the term medical tourism, which is very prevalent in nowadays. So I think medical tourism also plays a very important role. Basically, it's improving the economy of the country as well as many people are also able to get their health checkups at a very cheap rate and affordable rate in different countries.
Yeah, gentlemen, we actually knows that in if there is any place in our area, means uh, means the whole economy of that place means the uh, the money means the source of the money is depend on the tourism also. Most of the businesses start at that place, and various small and the
Gentlemen,
medium level shops are also
Gentlemen, I
there.
think we have discussed the positive
Gentlemen, I
aspect.
think
Now
that tourism
we
also
should
provides
discuss
some
the
kind of employment to a particular area. So I think that tourism is also supporting the employment. And when we
So
and Sarthik talk about that the medical facilities, so I think that medical facilities will be there if there is a development. So automatically there will be a basic hospitals, there will be a advanced technologies in those hospitals because if there is a development, and the development is due to the cash that the money that we are getting from the tourism.
I think when we are focusing on development, we should also maintain the biological diversity because there are some places in India which are biologically so rich that we can't be affording to hamper that. And we also should maintain the cultural or the tribal people. For instance, the Andaman Nicobar tribes. So they need to be protected at any cost, though we are focusing on the development of that area. So that should be a point in consideration as well.
And gentlemen, if we take example of our one of the Ajuba like Taj Mahal, that we should construct we should do afforestation in that particular area, due to which the Taj Mahal is losing its identity because of the pollution level. So I think that the afforestation and the development should be there, but there should be also proper maintenance of nature and the human made things.
But if
Yes,
we
I
go for
totally agree with your
cultural
point.
heritage
Due to
tourism,
tourism,
it is
many
not
things,
able to recover
many bad.
as fast as Europe and Middle East, right? We are not recovering as fast as the eastern states, which is a big challenge for us.
Now coming on to
Gentlemen, that you are talking about the Middle Eastern states or the Western culture. If we are talking about now those countries who have the highest number of tourism factor, the reason is that they are the so-called superpowers. That means they have a GDP to increase tourism in their countries, in their country. So I think that no doubt tourism is important for economy, but I think that that we should also develop a particular area to increase tourism.
I think we have
Yeah,
talked a
exactly,
lot
gentlemen.
about
But I think
development.
that
We should cover other
we
points
also
as
have to
well,
make a
like challenges that we are
planning,
facing. I would like
proper
to
planning
mention
to
a
increase the
challenge that is
tourism,
waste
like
equality,
proper
that is
management,
pollution and waste
proper.
management.
The challenges you started rightly mentioned, one will be the revival of our heritage, because as you see, the ASI is continuously discovering new and new heritage sites. So the funding or the economy to support that should be boosted more so that it will be developed.
Adding to the point challenges of the challenges of the tourism in India, that every tourist come to that place, they are making the place dirty. Means not every tourist, but most of them are making the place dirty and using the plastic bags and the polythene bags that makes that place unhygienic, and these things are non biodegradable,
I think,
and it takes a
okay, I
lot to
agree
make.
with Govind. I think government should take a proper measure and make certain rules and monitoring over this situation.
Tourism
I like to
also
add that we should
labor
have proper
intensive
planning, like
sector.
proper dustbin in every places, and increase the awareness among the tourists, and also we have to focus on the people who are living among the tourist area, that they should also aware about it, and like force the tourist to throw the dust in the dustbin only, and
Tourism
not
should also
not to
also
make the place
include
dirty.
Tourism should also include the development of wildlife sanctuaries. As you might know, that there have been projects wherein cheetahs are reintroduced to the Indian land. So such projects carried out in all over the India. See, for instance, Kaziranga Park in Assam. So that will be something which will attract tourists even more, and it will add to our ecological reserve as well.
We are already having many tourist places, but we have to improve it. Like
We have to
we,
improve it.
we
That's the
we have
point
to
I'm
make it
making.
suitable for the tourist.
Tourism industry also is a labor intensive sector in which skilled labor are required to maintain all these things.
Touri-
In,
I like to add
in
tourism industry also gave employment to the many people.
many
So
people.
government also have to focus on that, like from for making proper planning, to allot a
Government
proper
This
is
is the
committee,
supposed
to
point
to
make a
also
proper
that we
committee
facilitate.
mentioned.
who who who
For
who
example, we
like
are having
regulate
Swadesh
these
Darshan
things.
scheme, which aims to promote, develop, and harness to the potential of tourism in India, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I would also like to add a point that while tourism is developed and the infrastructure is being developed, the people who are relocated because of the development should be also provided with adequate infrastructure and facility to carry out their life further on.
Friends, I think tourism also promotes handicraft industries and the artisan level, that is at a very base level. If you go to Kashmir, if you go to Manali, we can see that people are purchasing pashmina shawls, which are very important for the development of the economy of the country as well.
Yeah, and tourism also contributing to the agriculture sector of that places. Means uh, if uh, if any product is famous in that in that area, the sale of the sale of that product or the agriculture product get
Tu-
drastically increases due to the tourism.
tu- tourism
Also,
tourism contribute
also the
a lot
tourism
to the
industry
a lot
provides
to the area
significant
where
tourism. food
Firstly,
industry
we
flourishes with the tourism. When we speak about Meerut, we speak about Petha. When we speak about Agra, we speak about Petha. So that will be as well as a point. When we speak of Hyderabad, we speak of Karachi cookie, which is made in that bakery. So food
we
industry
can
also develops with
we,
tourism.
yeah, we can also use advertisement, various method of advertisement for making it popular. Like like you gave some of the examples. We can also advertise many things to like promote it for the places which are known for it.
Yeah, Imanshu, but the local government is absolutely doing that in a very well manner. That's why the industry in India, the tourism industry is growing in India. That's why the
what
local government is doing
what I
it
think
in a
the
very
government should make a proper committee who regulate these types of things and who like see this
at
type of
at
things and
at every
maintain.
at every place,
No, no,
at
government
every
already
religious
having
place.
so many initiative. It is now our duty to take initiative. As a common people of India, we have to contribute to government. It's not only
First,
government duty. We also have to take
firstly
initiative
we
on
have to
our level.
spread the awareness
Gentlemen,
about
I
the
think that it is
tourism.
right that we should take the initiative. But I think that in today's world, now nobody listens without any kind of fines, heavy taxes on that particular or fine. I think that the government should increase the rules and regulations should be very strict in the case of tourism sector. Because yes, we
Yeah,
now
gentlemen,
in a meeting
there
we are
should be
saying
some
that we
rules and
should take
regulation.
initiative.
There should be some
In a
rules and
meeting we are
regulation.
saying that we should take initiative, but not all people generally have this kind of mindset.
Yeah, there should
Yeah,
be rules and
Devraj,
regulation, but we have to follow it without the strictness. If we follow it without the strictness, then it is like more
Friends,
like
I
yeah,
would like to
Devraj,
mention one point
Gentlemen,
on
then
Devraj,
this.
what we
If
Imanshu
should
you
do?
and
heard about
Ritika has a
Because
really great point.
if we will not
But
make our rules and
the view
regulation
of the
very strict,
industry
then
is not that.
how we will just preserve our tourism sector then? If
I
we will not make any rules and
think
I
regulations
spoke in
regarding it.
G20
Yeah,
summit that
gentlemen.
held in May
Government
in
should
Kashmir. That was a
because it
culture
also
and
affect the
tourism
tourism
summit.
if we like apply the many heavy penalty and strict rules, the it will also affect our tourism in a
government
negative
should
way.
Yeah,
genuinely
Imanshu,
sound
initiate
everyone
to the
agree with that.
common people, but
The
also
various
people
industries
also
means
take initiative for it to protect our
How can we do like
environment,
how
to
can we
protect
do
our
by spreading the awareness
monuments.
by spreading the pros of it by spreading the advantages by like by giving by proper planning like if we separate plastics and other and give some of the plastic like if we
I
reuse
think
2 minutes
reuse
more.
it
Like government
give a
should
part to the
promoting the
owner of the
culture
Gentlemen,
and
shop,
I
tourism
think that
then it
there
will
sector
should
also
be
work.
as in
two,
G20
3
summit
hours that we
that
should
held
use
at May.
regarding it that we can put
We
many
should
dustbins
promoting the
in the
culture and
in the
tourism
tourism
summit.
place, in the tourist place. I think that it will
Whenever
help
we
because
visit any monument, we saw people wrote on the wall their names and they draw some pictures there, right?
I think this is done
So
by
we
the
need
local
to
people.
stop
So
this thing.
in most of the
Friends,
case, this is done
you
by the
all have
local
mentioned
people.
great
Guys,
points,
Because
10
but
minutes
most
is
of the
remaining.
tourists,
You have to
I
continue their duty now.
most of the tourists
upon that
didn't do
topic,
this
we
type of
can
things.
conclude it. I think we are stretching too much upon that specific topic. We can conclude it by saying that
Yes,
government should do
absolutely.
more on that side. Also, I think the local or state government should work. Like, for instance, when you speak of Kerala, you speak its own land because it has been advertised that way in a tourism industry. So I think state government should do a greater job at promoting their specific state specific tourism along with the government of India.
Yeah, and various religious places are also taking the initiative, like booking the slot of the darshanas at private level. Means there is one portal for the Tirupati temple. They are just developing
As
this portal for booking the slot of the darshana.
Okay,
gentlemen,
guys.
I think that
Time
one
is
way
up
that
now.
we can, at last, we can
Time
say
is up
that
now.
to increase tourism in India, I think that government should provide affordable hotel rooms, basic amenities like water and all the amenities, basic hotels. So I think that this will also attract the middle level people to increase tourism in that particular area
Okay, now take a
or
break
in our
of 2
country.
minutes. Nobody will speak now. Okay, be ready for our second GD. As soon as I as soon as I say that name of the topic, you have to start discussion. Again, you given 10 minutes, 15 minutes at max. And when I tell to stop the GD, you should stop the GD there. The last person who will be speaking will conclude at that point, particular point, if time limit exceeds more than 10 or 15 minutes. So the topic for your second GD is role of SDRF and NDRF in recent calamities. I will write again in the chat box and then you can start the discussion. You can start discussion now.
So friends, I think NDRF and SDRF plays a very important role. So first of all would be medical assistance during various natural calamities and various cyclones and everything. I think NDRF, these personnel are trained in providing medical assistance to injured persons, and they also help in setting up medical camps and providing shelters as well as food resources to every person.
I think it's right time to say that it's monsoon going on in India, and with the monsoon, there are heavy rains and flood issues which occurs every year. The NDRF and SDRF plays a very crucial role in the disaster management during this period of time, especially in setting, as Sarthik rightly said, in setting up medical camps and assisting people with everything and rescue also.
I think also NDRF plays a very important role in coordinating with different state governments, agencies, as well as they ensure that there is a effective coordination between each and every agency and proper solution is taken care of.
And NDRF and SDRF is always taking the initiative to rescue the people and provide them a best facility at every hilly stage, means at the every hilly areas like the Uttarakhand and the other northeastern state also. As Gargi already mentioned that point, in monsoon, most of the places in India are full with floods, and the the role of the NDRF and SDRF is there in this place. So it's a
Supplements of SDRF of a state in case of disaster of severe nature. Right now, we are having heavy flood in the northern parts of India, especially in Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, and Delhi, bank of Yamuna. So, where NDRF and SDRF providing primary help to the people, they are giving medical help to the people who are suffering from the flood.
and in flood also, NDRF has plays its role very greatly, and in the various disasters like the earthquakes, tsunami, there are various other disasters also. In that, NDRF and SDRF plays one of the biggest role.
And the primary purpose for SDRF and NDRF both is to support state undertaking immediate relief to the survivors or and the people who are hit by the flood or any natural disaster.
Uh, I think NDRF and SDRF are also expert in the local areas, and they are well versed with the terrains as well as surrounding in the nearby people, and they communicate effectively so that effective solution also takes place.
Yes,
They
Sarthik,
also merged with
I,
the local
I,
government, local panchayat, which area is affected. They took care and they took help from those people also to help the people.
yes, Sarthik made a really great point that adding to support, adding one point here that uh, NDRF and SDRF are providing relief as well as they are well with how to manage people. Means they are good with management of crowd, how to manage the people and how to manage the crowd in that specific place.
Uh, I think NDRF and SDRF also improve their skills, technical skills by participating in various exercises as well as drills, and they also help people to improve ineffective management of the crowd.
Yes, they conduct weekly or maybe they conduct weekly or monthly mock drills also. They also work with community, including school children, to give them lecture, to give them some kind of information or awareness around firefighting or any disaster which is coming like earthquake. If earthquake come, what they have to do. They also
And also,
teach school
And
children
they also
and
equip,
village volunteers.
and NDRF
yeah,
and
they also
SDRF
equipped
plays
with a
an essential role in Nepal earthquake in 2015, and also in the tsunami of 2011, and as well as the Bhuj Bhukamp, also Bhuj earthquake. Sorry. So it plays a very good and important role there.
yeah, and NDRF and SDRF also equipped with a best quality of connectivity in the hilly areas or any other areas. Means the normal people do not have that much quality of connectivity. Means if you want to
Yeah,
connect with the
and
police, you
not
don't have the
normal
access of
people.
the connection. Let me complete my point. Just let me. And the NDRF has the great connectivity. They can communicate with each other and with other organizations also, means police and others.
I think supporting to Govin's point, I believe that the NDRF and SDRF also uh, emotionally help the survivors, and they provide counseling as well, so that they can so the people who are suffering from different types of traumas, they can come out of the incidents.
Adding to Satik's point that as Satik has already mentioned the point that they have to get indulge into some of the exercise which is related to physical exercise, and they also need to work on their psychological issues, not an issue, psychological, how to handle the people and how to manage people wellly, and this would be a great move for the government also.
I think with the NDRF in the rescuing part, the other organization, for instance, Scout Guides or NCC, they also plays a very important role. Therefore, when the NDRF training is going on, there are also public awareness spreading campaign by conducted by NDRF. So, in case of a calamity, they can also intervene and help for the mitigation purposes. Also, I would like to say that when there was flood in Maharashtra, especially in the Kolhapur region few years before, the NDRF was called as angels in disaster, rightly to say that they serve up to that limit. So I think apart from the government recognition, people too are considering them as the literal angels or the Masiha who comes for their rescue in the difficultest of the time.
Okay, so you have a minute left for a GD. You can conclude now.
May I conclude? So, as NDRF slogan rightly says that Apada Seva Sadaiva Sarvatra, right from the Nepal earthquake, as Govind rightly mentioned, to even the triple earthquake in Japan, NDRF and SDRF has been there for people and people's service. I think they are doing a great job in saving people, rescuing their life. Next to, I will say, a medical professional, what they do in the operation theater, the NDRF and SDRF people do in the field. And especially in times like calamities, I think they do deserve the title as Masiha.
Okay, so should I give the feedbacks now? Before I give feedbacks, you people, if you want to give feedbacks to each other, you can give it. Then I'll give the feedbacks. Okay, so I'll go name wise, alphabetical wise. Deepika, in the first GD, your points were about the safety of female in tourism. Then your 1 point of GDP, global GDP rank of 10th was a fact which needs to be checked. And the labor intensive sector was a good point. And then Devraj, your points were also like GDP and development. Your afforestation point was a good point near Taj Mahal, which can reduce pollution, or rather than it will reduce the carbon dioxide. Then there was a point of strict rules and regulations. That was a good point. Gargi was active. I would say she was the most active participant. She had a positive start, and the incredible India, which is the tagline of Indian tourism, she rightly mentioned it, which was the sole base of the GD. Then a she gave examples of Statue of Unity and the 4.6% of GDP facts were used. Then the tribal area and revival of heritage. The ASI was what ASI is currently doing. So she connected to current affairs also, the current happenings in the contemporary stage. Then wildlife sanctuaries again, like contemporary, it comes in that topic only. So she also gave examples of food and all, like the Agra Petha and Karachi cookies of Hyderabad. Then Govind, you connected to the COVID-19, which was which resulted in the loss of tourism and the economy of Sri Lanka. That was a good point. And pollution and agriculture. You could have given the agriculture. You gave the point that was good, but you could have given examples like Nagpur's oranges of Nagpur. Like that point, you could have added. I thought you did, but it's okay. Then religious place point was also good. Then Himanshu, your points were also like the same, like planning awareness. Your employment idea was you were the first who came up with the employment point in whole GD. Then people were circulating around it for some time. And the advertisement, you were the sole person who told about advertisement point. It was a good point. Then Prince, again, he emphasized employment. And Prince, I would like to say that you didn't get the point which Sarthik said. Sarthik said about medical tourism. By that, he meant that people from all around the world go where there are medical facilities available. And I guess you took it in a way that if there is development, there will be medical tourism. That was your point. So I guess you misinterpreted Sarthik's point. Then coming to Sarthik, he, as usual, he initiated the GD and gave good points. The roads, infrastructure, which is the good points. Medical tourism, which is he again related to the current affairs or current happenings. Then the most important thing which the current government is pushing and focusing on. and developing feedbacks of the GD number 1. So and in GD number 2, the feedbacks are like, so basically in GD number 2 there were less points, I agree here, and in GD number 2 there were less points. So basically your points were rotating around flood, earthquake and other calamities, which is fine because those are the natural calamities. You could have given the example of Turkey earthquake, because with Air Force, the SDRF team, the NDRF team went there, and we could see the pictures also on the official Indian Air Force handles and other media accounts. Another play in the current situation where everyone is pushing for mental health development, he added the perfect point. So, and also the coordination point between, it was added by, I guess, Deepika, Sarthik and Govind, the coordination between the agencies, a correct and perfect point, which so the work of SDRF and NDRF is solely based on coordination. So that's a good point. And then medical assistance, a regular point. And then Kapil gave examples of Nepal earthquake, Bhuj earthquake and 2011 tsunamis. And Deepika first came up with the idea of awareness lectures in school, and Gargi also came with public awareness camps with NCC and Scout Guide, the school organizations included in them. And she also gave example of Kolhapur floods. So these were my feedback. And overall, it was a second GD was very fruitful, and first GD was, at last the first GD was a fish market. But overall, it was also fruitful GD. The points which were there were absolutely correct. So that's it. If you want to give a feedback, you can give a feedback, or I'll stop the recording now. I'll say someone to stop the recording.